Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Crossfire Intel Challenge 7, live from the Wizard Gaming Center in Enschede, akin to the theatre of dreams for any a proud gamer. At least that's what they'd have the young ones believe. Toxic said when he was a young kid that if he could play anywhere, it would be in Enschede. He's traveled all the way from Malta via Bournemouth to be here, and that's why we've casted quite a lot of him in this tournament. So, we are almost ready for 2 matches of ET back-to-back. We've got our 2 streams up and running now, actually concurrently. So for Call of Duty fans and Quake Live fans here at the venue, you can just pop up out there. There's a big screen up there you can watch the game on. And for ET fans, well, we've got 2 matches back-to-back here. We'll be swapping around a bit, but also anything that goes on that second stage, for those of you watching online, is also part of a second stream, not on the Ustream one that you've been watching. So there's a lot coming your way. Starting right about now. We're bringing you DNAN, or pstarZ, or whatever you want to call them, versus nOu. We've seen a bit of nOu this weekend. We saw them yesterday in the ESL EMS match. They line up with ZMK, nOu, pstarZ, Zach, and letu. And then on the DNAN side, it is Modus, ATI, Bull, Haya, and Dupe. And, well, I said when that pstarZ lineup came together that I really felt that they should be, you know, if they had practice, if they did what they don't do every year, which is form that team 1 week before LAN, then they could do a lot. But they didn't. They formed it 1 week before LAN, and now we're going live. In 4, 3, 2, 1, we are away for Gold Rush with pstarZ ready to make their push through. It's going to be Dupe to landmine up as nOu will make their way through. And letu hops his way down the hill. Zach picks himself up a nade frag onto Dupe. It's going to be ATI getting himself a K43 frag. And so the team kill revive comes in. Guys ready to, sorry, letu ready to make their way in from side. Here we go. Fireless is right in front of him. What lies around that corner for them? And it's going to be letu to pick himself up the frag, but he's got reinforcements that are going to need help as well. Frag comes in from Modus onto letu. In fact, letu bailed out and self-killed in the end. What a wimp. I'm kidding. Here we go. Minute played, and well, I'm not sure I'm even going to credit whatever that was from nOu by saying it was an attack. It was just kind of from side. Rifle nade goes into side and dispatches of ATI. Modus is going to make his way out and put himself some mine down. He goes over towards the command post. Sorry, to the ammo helmet. And nOu are ready to move forward. It's going to be Zach to get dropped as now letu will make his way into side. Can't follow up. First shot, always a headshot from there, it would appear. Needs 2 more where those came from, though, to complete his frags. And, well, this is a very, very competent start from the pstarZ guys, who are, well, keeping their opponents at arm's length at all times. No one's got anywhere near that tank, and you can see here that nOu are still a long, long way away from home as they try to make their way up towards the tank now. They rifle in. Bull gets himself a frag onto nOu. Nade comes in from ZMK, which could have been good, but in the end he died. Going nowhere fast. letu looks like he's going to struggle to get in at main as well. And well, with 12:45 to go, if I were on the pstarZ side, I'd be thinking, I'm very happy about all of this. No one's got anywhere near the tank. No one's really done anything in this game from nOu. They are just comfortable. Braundorf is the second map. No one can be comfortable on Braundorf. But yes, we are waiting on letu. He's got to alt-tab out and change his Ventrilo. And then we'll be back.
Prepare to fight.
Here we go. We are away in 3, 2, 1. We are fight. Frag comes in from ZMK as he goes in towards main. This is the first time they've actually got anywhere near to the objective. Someone joined the spectators there. ZMK is sat in spec for nOu for a few minutes. If he did go and spec, he wouldn't have learned anything new because all he knows is that they're getting nowhere near the objective. Tries to make his way from the back. Fireless is there. In we go. nOu have actually made it in past the first hurdle. And Zach is going to be the man to deal with it. Gets himself 4 massive frags, opens up the defense, and they jump right in. Excellent work from Zach, and he has single-handedly collected the objective. Then Jupe has picked himself up 3 frags of his own. But Zach, the Zach attack, as he cleans out main. And yes, that's the cheesiest line you'll hear this weekend. But I'm proud of it. Here we go. nOu is going to go for it. Command post up from the Axis side. The tank back. As now it will be ZMK to push through. Bull down. Tank moving. But ZMK needs to be thinking about things a touch explosive at the moment. And here goes the pyrotechnic as he tries to make his way in. Going nowhere though, and he's not even going to get a revive, and nOu will die in the name of it. Dynamite planted by Fireless. Jupe is still up there, so I don't think they could just walk away from it. Long spawn for Jupe if he decides to go for it. He doesn't. That's a great little frag from Jupe. Jupe's one of those players that, well, I at least feel, didn't try hard enough. I think if Jupe wanted to be, he could be in any one of the top teams. And they are going to get the defuse on the Dynamite, and that'll be that. Grenade comes in from ZMK. But this is a great defense from the pstarZ side, who are set up now up towards that barrier, looking for more than just holding their opponents at bay. They're going to push out and try and damage that tank even further. Damage the attack to try and get the Dynamite down, and they're not going to get that either. Haya gets himself an MP40 frag. Modus is in on the action too. ZMK is trying to make stuff happen for himself as pstarZ all self-kill. Should be an opportunity here for a Dynamite. No, Modus wasn't dead, and there we go. And well, nOu, who schooled by Blight yesterday, are just falling by the wayside, and seems a far cry from the team that won one of the Intel One Night Cups in December. ZMK picks himself up a Garand. Now it will be Fireless to put the Dynamite down. The Dynamite is armed. 9 minutes and 30 to go. This is sluggish at best from nOu, but they are piece by piece getting through these objectives. And here we go. It's going to be Zach who opened up with those 4 frags earlier on to release the first objective to try and cover the second. Jupe going to get sandwiched out as Fireless and Letu combine to pick up themselves up some frags. Here goes Modus, looking for love as they go towards the tank. And the tank is repaired, the barrier is down, and the tank is moving. And slowly but surely, they're getting there. We have a pause again. ZMK keeps joining the spectators for some reason. Coming up next on the second stream for Call of Duty fans will be MCA versus Loaded. I'm sure D-Man's already put that on the schedule, so you can look forward to that one. But we're paused again, so we're going to take a break again, because some of us have just got their lunches delivered. Third time's a charm. And it is, because we're underway. Hopefully, in the meantime, whilst they... And it is!
Prepare to fight.
Third time's a charm. And it is, because we're underway. Hopefully, in the meantime, whilst they were paused, nOu decided to come up with an attack strategy. I doubt that, though. They've been slow, bordering on bad here. And ZMK decides he'll just stand in the middle of the road. And got himself fragged. Nade lands at the feet of pstarZ, who just decides to keep walking. And well, they are everywhere at the moment, the pstarZ side. And nOu are nowhere. Every corner nOu turns, there's a Dutch face waiting for them. And here we go with Modus. Making his way up top. FFE's raining on down. ZMK picks himself up a frag. nOu is going to down one as well. Higher than Thompson's off one. And it's just... Well, nOu have finally got themselves 2 or 3 frags together. That should allow ZMK to help with the tank construction. And that should allow them to move on to the bank stage. But it's taken them 7.5 minutes to do so. Which is a good 3 or more minutes more than it should have done. nOu trying to do some damage here, but nOu looks like a fish up a tree at the moment. As he's going nowhere. Modus gets himself a frag. Dynamite going down on the truck barrier there. Let's see whether they're able to make this attack count whilst the Axis side are rotating from into their defensive positions. Doesn't look likely as 3 then run by. No pressure on that spawn really, and nOu will be able to tell them that 3 people have just ran behind the back of the bank and try and get something out of that, but pstarZ is set up nicely. There's no pressure on them on the spawn in particular. And you can see the confidence in them as they push out for their self-kills. Up goes the Allied command post now. But pstarZ need to... nOu need to get a rifle out there, they need to get a Panzer out there, they need to get something to just guarantee them 1 or 2 frags off the spawn every time, and then create an opening. If they get 2 frags off the spawn, they'll be set. The attack will, the defense will fall apart. But there's no pressure on it at the moment. Let's wait for a pstarZ respawn. Here you go. Higher will self-kill. And watch as he comes out of spawn now. There's nothing there. There's no rifle just bouncing off that wall. There's no nades, no Panzer, there's no FFE out there. Anything and everything that's available to the nOu side to actually put pressure on a respawning player is not being used. Heck, even get a flamer out there. There we go. Rifle nade from ZMK has done its job. nOu gets himself a Thompson frag, but ATI is out and about. nOu shoots across, gets himself 1 frag, but then gets himself picked off. pstarZ is now going to try and make a run on spawn. This does not look too hot from nOu. They do have a Panzer now. They have taken our advice, but that is the worst rifle nade you will see this weekend as it bounces off a tree and straight down his own throat. And pstarZ will regroup and set themselves up for this next attack. nOu doesn't look quite the player he used to be. And here we go. nOu are going to try and make their way in towards this objective. nOu backing up the objective carrier as he will try to do that, but I think he's already been killed. In fact, ball's going. The objective is down and going nowhere. And that'll be the end of it. As ATI is waiting to do his job as the covert ops to add further insult to injury. And this is shocking from nOu. I'll put it out there for the Yo-Yo Tech team to answer. who are sat in front of us for those at home. Are nOu that bad, or are pstarZ playing that well? nOu are that bad. Offline is Ross's final additive to it. Which is shocking because Toxic said that he thought that nOu were going to be one of the underdogs for the tournament yesterday. So, interesting to see the change. So, little three-way tie in the Call of Duty that could have happened has seen Dignitas go through from their group in second place with... on a round count spread of just 4 rounds from second down to fourth, unbelievably. And the Dignitas side, who on paper are mouth-watering. And even D-Man has a little fancy for Raz, so in person, apparently. Just making their way through. Who came first in that group? And Korgs came first in the group. Korgs, who were less than happy with the way things went in the seeding tournament, will be more than happy now, having won their group. Though the winner and loser of that group has to face either Fnatic or Reason Gaming, so no one's going to be too happy. Frags a bundle for ZMK, but they all respawn again, and again you see, no pressure on the spawn. nOu does have that Panzer, but I don't ever trust a Hungarian with a rocket launcher. It's served me well over the years, that saying. Here we go, Letu's going to make his move. Letu now running over the middle of the map and may well be able to get this one away. If you're ever going to trust a Hungarian with a Panzer, it's going to be right now. What can he do? I've missed him, completely lost him. Where's he gone? Oh, I buggered it all up. He got a one-man anyway. Hummeled down. The objective is now going to sit in the back of that truck. Will they even be able to set a time? Place your bets. That truck has a minute run time, and it's done about 10 seconds of it. They're going to push it a little further under the bridge. That is not going to get it. Oh, just gets the frag onto Bull, and they are going to run this away. Under the bridge it goes. nOu gets dropped within a second there from Modus. The truck is stationary, and pstarZ are going nowhere fast. ZMK and Fireless pick themselves up 4 frags between the two of them. And nOu are going to push it away. 1 minute to spare, so the time's going to be about 14:30. Well, it's a time, but so's 15 minutes. It all means the same here. So, job done for pstarZ. Great start. nOu looking rough. Speaking of rough, YoYoTech are up next against Rocket. As Rocket, the former Button Bashers side in the final last year, a little wobble yesterday. Dropped the map to Highbot. Two maps, they lost one to E-Wave. The Germans. We do have Germans in the front row. How good are E-Wave? IM's team. I was going to say IM can't win maps. It is IM's team. So, Rocket wobbling. YoYoTech, though. Well, rumors of team unrest and arguments between Toxic and Ross have really not done them well. Ross has been playing well this weekend, but answered many of his critics who said he killed the spirit of YoYoTech by removing Jera. And here we go. Live for map number 1, round 2. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. We are fight. ATI loads up his cannon, launches it over, and unless it's still in orbit, he didn't get himself a frag. Bull just misses a rifle nade there that was waiting for him as he came around that corner. Now up the back he goes. Takes a few shots. They know he's there. nOu have picked themselves up some frags of their own. Higher is watching. ZMK pushes out and is gone. Self-kills. In comes Higher towards the front of the tank. Looks to find himself a frag. Doesn't. Beat nOu to try and get his way through. Jupe is waiting and firing back at him, but nOu with the help of Zach gets himself a frag. ZMK is down. Revived. Those remaining two Dutchmen at the back are under fire as they try to make something happen for themselves. Jupe's going to go for it now as well as the grenade is in. 5 respawned up for the pstarZ guys as they will push up through the middle. nOu and Zach pick up 2 frags. nOu gets himself a frag back, and as does Jack. So nOu really mowing down the reviving bodies. Higher is the next one to go. nOu and nOu will respawn, push their way out. pstarZ have got an opportunity to gain just a little bit of ground because of the fact it was a respawn time, but they're not going to get it because they pushed right out. nOu gets himself 2 big frags there, taking down Modus and Jupe all on his own before he's team killed there by ZMK from behind, who then is finally dropped. But these opening minutes have been all nOu, and they've taken the decision that if they're going to win this, they're going to have to demoralize their opponents, and pushing out is certainly going to do that for them. Coming up next for Dialer's benefit is Yo-Yo Tech versus Rocket. Of course, Dialer would like to make odds even against Dignitas play. So something that has kind of gone under the radar is that Blight are playing under the Dignitas tag this weekend. As it will be Jupe to push forward. As no one coming towards him now as he tries to make his way around the corner. The ZMK is there. ATI pings in a rifle. nOu is going to get himself one back. Jupe now makes his push. nOu's going to go down. Revive comes in on the engineer. Can they make something happen for themselves here? Modus and ATI mopping up the remainders of it and trying to get towards that tank. They do so, but they don't get on the tank. All 5 of them are dead, and they now have Operation Damage the Tank. All nades are out as that tank can't blow up fast enough. Zach even performs a little suicide attempt to try and take it down faster. pstarZ close to taking out that first stage, but in the grand scheme of things, considering that they've got so long on the clock, this doesn't matter too much to them. But for nOu, confidence may well be coming back. And Toxic's outside chance of winning the entire event, he suggested, may well be back on the board. We did have a request, by the way, if you watched CC6 for the return of Ross and Toxic on the airwaves. Ross's mum called in yesterday and said, if you could let my son play on there. He missed his grandparents' 50th wedding anniversary, so they just want to see their Judas grandchild. That's what they said. That's what she said, at least. You can relive that magic of Ross and Toxic casting on quadv.com. Speaking of magic, Modus is round the back. And Bull is going to pick himself up one. Modus now looks to nade over towards spawn. Jupe is with him to help him as they nade back. They're being shot at. And Modus answers up with a double ting-ting. And a nade frag finally. It took 4 nades for him to get 1 frag, but he got there in the end. Gets his revive, and he should build this barrier. Great landmine there from Zach. Well, landmine there from Zach. Gets himself the frag, and the job is done. The tank is away. It took 5 minutes, but I think that nOu will be all out of position. I'm not sure on that frag. nOu have spawned, and they're making their way up now towards the allied command post. Can they get to that barrier? They need the barrier. Like the desert needs the rain. That barrier could bring the game right back on for them if they can put on 2 or 3 minutes on this stage. They're going to have one more spawn to roll the dice. Do you either roll the dice or do you sit back? Well, considering they're under so much pressure on the spawn, they'll probably be forced to sit back. The tank will roll its way past the barrier. 8 minutes and 30 to go. Rifle nade to be launched in by ATI, perhaps? No. Bull gets himself the Thompson frag, as does Modus. pstarZ are going to hop their way down the hill now once more as they fly down around the corner. Latu is in on the action. Fireless gets himself another one. And this is all up for grabs. On stream 2, I can hear Aspec going mad, but the scoreboard does read 6-3, so do make sure you check that out on stream 2. Stream 1, well, this is a little bit lethargic. nOu are pretty bad at the moment, and they're offering little in terms of excitement, variation, life. They just respawn, die. Every now and then they'll throw a few grenades out and buy themselves some time, or they'll do what ZMK is about to do, which is take down the command post after the team had already dynamited it. But yeah, this is just a slow and painful death, is basically the my general analysis. nOu picks himself up 2 frags. ZMK gets himself another one. In fact, nOu has got 3 before self-killing. As the nade gets flown up to the top. ZMK is there. Rifle is pinged in. It'll be ZMK now to look around. There's very little there for him at the moment. Latu's going to have to get out of his way. And, up goes that nade to the top. ZMK gets himself a double grenade. And well, that was almost exciting. 6 minutes to go. nOu may have found themselves a way back in this, having taken out the command post. And just by sheer war of attrition, they may be back in this. How ZMK didn't hit anything there. Must have been spawn invulnerability still, but schoolboy error. ZMK now will rifle up those that stairwell. He looks over towards the objective. It's going to be... We'll keep following ZMK, seeing as he seems to be doing the only interesting things on this nOu side. Like that. Which was a frag. nOu picks himself up an MP40 frag onto one more. Modus is going to try and make his way up towards the command post. He was an engineer. Zach is going to try and stop him. In fact, Modus is going to go straight for the tank, which I didn't realize wasn't actually in its final resting place. And now, pstarZ are away. And in fact, they may have got a lot of people down here because ATI is being allowed to go a long, long way. As the bank is blown wide open, ATI... I'm not convinced whether that's a great leading point, but he is eyes down the back. Opens up with a rifle nade. Can he finish off with anything more? No! It looked like there was more to be had there, but he couldn't finish his breakfast, and now the objective's going to be picked up. Bull collects it, running through the fire. As he makes his way through the middle of the map, he's, in the end, crossfire down, and the objective is returned. We're going to spec Bull as requested. He'll probably be dead by the time I get there. He's dead. Here we go. Zach goes down. You watched him die. Why are you requesting to spec him when you watched him die? Here he is. The man of the moment. Bull has his needle out. No one there to revive.
Dynamite planted.
And I feel the front row's being overly critical here of the man who will lay down a few shots over towards the back. Gets himself a frag onto Zach. And finally dropped by Fireless. Zach is gone as well, though. Bull respawns. nOu have got themselves 3 frags with nOu and Phylus. Now we have got Bull being picked off. And, it's looking good for pstarZ at the moment. 3 minutes and 40. You could almost get excited, but this just hasn't been a game to get excited about. It's not 3 minutes and 40 left. It could go either way. It's 3 minutes and 40 left. When are YoYoTech playing left? There's shots coming in from ZMK from behind. Bull's going to make his way forward. ZMK gets himself another frag. nOu is in on the action. As nOu collects onto frag number 4. So there is only 2 minutes left of pstarZ attack because it takes a minute to move that truck. If I were nOu, I'd think about a sneaky little barrier build. Because pstarZ aren't looking there. And it'd buy them pretty much the map. However, here we go. Modus is going to push his way through. Juke gets himself 1 frag. pstarZ have been able to come a long way before they're met by 2 frags, and there are 3 or 4 players out over the middle here for pstarZ, and nOu are nowhere to be seen. Juke will fly down. Zach gets himself a frag. ATI is in. Now it is nOu in the bank. Opens up with the first, the Finlandian superstar. As incoming again from the bank. Bull down. Here we go. Juke looking to find one more. No. Juke going to get the objective, and now it's all on Modus to clear the road. And he's no snowplow. As the objectives are ready to come out the front, Phylus is going to go for it. And nOu of this big problem that they're just one player after another. They spawned and they went separately. FFE is down. Where is the objective? Oh, everyone's dying. ZMK eats his own arty. As Juke going to run right under the arty now, is he? Yes, he is! Zach picks up the frag, but he's not going to pick up the objective. Bull will pick it up, and here goes the Bull. He makes his way up towards the top. This is a relay race and a half, as Modus is going to collect that objective. Can they build the barrier? nOu is thinking about it. He wants it. He wants it. Is he going to get it? He would love to get it any time now because the gold's in the back of the truck, as you can see. The tank barrier has been built, and there's 25 seconds to build it. In building it, they have won it, and they have won map 1. We have been sat here for 30 minutes to find our excitement, but I think we've got it. Let's just hope map 2 has just a little bit more. It is Braundorf, so I doubt it. There we go. Map 1 goes the way of nOu, who I can't believe have won it, and I think pstarZ will probably be saying the same. How did they win that? pstarZ will be asking, how did they lose that? I'm going to get the halftime thoughts of cyanZ, as he's got something to say about that performance. He's got a tactical analysis. When we come back, we'll bring you map 2 and cyanZ's halftime thoughts. We'll be back in a moment. So, coming up for you, map 2 here. The way it looks like it's going to pan out, ET fans, is we may have another match to throw in before the YoYoTech game. Looks like Dignitas versus To Make Odds Even will be there before then. So, I think that'll come next, and then the YoYoTech game will come. And here we go. We're going live in 4, 3, 2, 1. It's map 2 of pstarZ versus nOu, and nOu are 1 map to the good. That first map may have not been pretty, but it was a map. It's over. And we had a moment of excitement. If you're just joining us and you're watching the VOD and you've skipped through to map 2, if you need to watch anything from map 1, just watch the last kind of 4 minutes, and only 1 minute of those 4, and you'll get the general gist. ATI, double rifle nade and Garand frag comes in. It's going to be Haya to go through. Look for the frags. Haya's been quiet in this game, actually. As nOu gets himself a double MP40 frag. Juke comes in on the action. Now Modus thinks about getting the flag. He's got reinforcements, but nOu stands tall, gets himself 2 frags, and the flag is held on to just. You knew the Allies were going to had a quick spawn, so they threw themselves into that flag. They forgot the #1 rule of pretty much any first-person shooter. You have to shoot. And they were, though capturing the flag, not actually killing anyone in there. And they are ready to rock and roll now as they make their way across. It's now it's going to be Bull making his way forward to collect the grenade that's there for them as they make their way through. Higher is in front of him. Bull not really sure where he's going. Oh, all my teammates have gone this way. They'll all be dead by the time he gets there. As he joins the fun, the hero comes along at the last to take the acclaim. Or just die. He's determined to go left. Oh, he's locked the team. That was important. ATI joins him. Bull does get himself the headshot. As the 3 of them are ready to make their way towards that objective now. But nOu is chief flag defenderer as he gets himself 2 frags and ZMK chimes in with a grenade. It doesn't look so good as Bull makes his way down. And well, Bull is actually running around like a bull in a china shop, hitting everything as he goes. I would say doing damage to it, but he's missed a spot-on grenade there. He could have taken down nOu, but he went for the hard frag and then got himself quite a long spawn. And right when it comes in from ZMK, Jupe's going to go for it. What's up with Bull? Any suggestions that he's just a little lost at the moment? Here we go. Bull makes his way forward, following the pack. It's an important role. Some people get lonely. What on earth is Bull doing? He used to be good at this game. Bull runs into a grenade. Now is back up. He's shooting down as they go for it. Jupe picks himself up too. Bull is looking at the flag. He wants it. He wants it. He's going to get it. No. As his teammate Mike do. The reinforcements coming. Modus wants to get to that flag. Didn't go for the revive. And Higher will pick up the runnings. As nOu respawn. And well, I'm not sure what we just saw there from Bull. I don't think he's even drunk. He better not be. It's only like 4 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Let's find him again. Nades forward. And what a nade! That who's on the other side of that door. Bull guarding. 7:30 on the clock. Here we go. Bull is ready to back Modus up and push forward. Modus will have to follow. Bull's going to go for it. And now the revive isn't going to come in. And Bull is just all over the place at the moment. ZMK pings a shot down. And Bull is back, this time as a covert ops. Goes forward and throws down a satchel. Gets it in the right place. We were all worried about that for a second. Then lands right on a rifle. And is going to get himself revived. ATI is there. Bull has a nade. The corner has a nade too. 6 minutes and 30. As Higher and ATI both pick themselves up a frag. pstarZ looking to make their way in towards this objective. Getting shot down in the back as nOu gets himself the frag. Letu is there. Every time I see nOu, he's in a corner, or on a corner, or... He seems to be chief
Dynamite
chief
planted.
corner players. Here we go. Bull's going to cover the dynamite as it gets planted. And pstarZ look like they've opened up this map now. Nade gets pinged across. 5:55 left on the clock. As Bull is roaming. Bull looks across now, looking for action. Gets himself team killed. As Haya, though, makes up for it with frags of his own. And that's going to be a time of 6 minutes and 21 seconds. Is that going to be enough to hold back a nOu side who, though they may not excite, they seem to do their job? Ross thinks nOu are going to take this. I could see pstarZ full hold for 6:21. Mies, who has joined us, was just saying to Toxic how happy he was that that Braundorf is in the map pool. He's always been a fan of it. We only put it in the pool after his request. pstarZ, Bull, 2 for 14, 600 damage given. Everyone else at least double away, except for Zach, 4 for 12. It's safe to say Bull's not having a great game. 3 players left to ready on up. Coming up for you next, Yo-Yo Tech versus Rocket, but that comes after Dignitas versus to make odds even. We've got more stuff than you can shake a big stick at with Call of Duty live on stream 2 with the Liverpool's answer to Rafa Benitez. D-Man. He's growing the receding hairline. He's going for the beard. He will be the lookalike. We're live. Find Bull is the request. The fans have a favorite here in the front row. Here he is. Spies a grenade. Great gibbing as he makes his way across now. Spies himself one up the ladder, gets himself the frag onto Letu. Self-kill comes out. Suddenly, looks like Bull's playing a little bit more seriously. He's already got half of the frags he got in the entire last round. Shots coming down from the box room. ZMK and nOu both pick themselves up one, but they're equalized out by Jupe and ATI. nOu gets himself a Thompson onto Phylus. Bull has a rifle coming his way. The nOu side are at the flag, but so's ATI. Bull repels nOu with a force field of an MP40 before ATI finishes him off. Bull now will be on the prowl. Nade comes down. nOu took their time to get here, but they're on the first map. In the end, they did pick it up. Will that be the same on Braundorf? pstarZ self-kill and regroup. Haya is going to nade out. Still on board with Bull, who does look like he's had a slap at half-time to get himself back into the game. Nade is there. As pstarZ wait. I'm sorry to disappoint the fans in the front row, but Bull's boring when he's not going crazy. Here we go. ATI clusters out 2 on that front first window door. Zach is going to make his way through. ZMK is going to go for it. As Moses is going to go for it, and Bull is there. And I'll tell you what, ladies, Jupe and ATI pick themselves up some frags. And it's nOu who are, well, not getting anywhere fast, but you can't rule out nOu after that Gold Rush map. And, well, they have work to do thus far. H2K managers just come in and asked us to cheer for H2K. Need I remind him that he dropped ET? This is an ET crowd in front. COD's over there. You dropped ET, Jerry. You screwed us all over. When you pick up an ET team, then we'll cast more H2K games. Ah, rumor has it, though, Jerry's here on a scouting mission to get more ET teams. And he's coming for Section 9. Jupe makes his way through. Leto's going to get himself picked up. 2 frags come through. Bull, Modus, and ATI each pick themselves up a frag. Higher is there as well. pstarZ are holding on here. Look like they're going to pick up map 2. Just with map 1. It's not 2 minutes to go. Can they do it? It's 2 minutes to go. As, they need this flag on this attack, nOu, but they're just dying. And that is usually not conducive to completing objectives. Higher goes for it. nOnix is dropped. Modus is in and around that area too. nOu are in trouble here as they make their way through. God, it's like old times looking up here and you see Rana and Maverick holding hands. Just like it used to be. Axis side still holding onto the flag. And that is going to be pretty much the map. We're going to go on to a decider. But Ross has volunteered to go and check on the status of Dignitas versus To Make Gods Even, because he wants to see that game and he's going to tell us whether it started or not.
Dynamite planted. Dynamite planted.
Dino down on the main gate. That first objective is collected. We are away. Nade up. Unless there's a dynamite in the next 30 seconds, pstarZ have taken us to a decider map. And based off the first 2, we're not going to stick around for it.
Dynamite planted. Dynamite planted.
Coming up, Yo-Yo Tech Rocket is still to happen. That is winner bracket semis. Looking for, no, winner, your game. Winner bracket semis. I tell you what, Rocket have got good shirts for ET team. Except for the Cubes shirts, Rockets have probably got the best team shirts here. Here we go. That is about that. As ATI is there. So Dignitas To Make Gods Even isn't coming anytime soon because Dignitas aren't here apparently. ATI and Modus both at the double, and that is going to be the end of another thrilling map. When we come back, we'll bring you map number 3. If it's half as good as the first 2 maps, then we've got sleeping medicine. We'll be right back. You're on Quad B, map 3, the elimination, and then the decider. Soon. Huh? And understood. But yes, East radar parts are resecured by Zach. And now Poddy may well have just ruined my day. I didn't realize this could go to 4 maps. It just didn't dawn on me. And I also didn't know that the PCs were being held up for Yo-Yo Tech versus Rocket by these 2 teams. Here we go. Objective picked up from Modus. Going over towards East, taking a lot of damage. Will he make it away? He's not really interested in waiting regardless. He does get himself that 1 more health pack in, and his health is charging up, and he will make his way over towards the command post. Waiting on reinforcements. Let's just hope it's not Jupe that has to come with him. Ah, good. He gets higher this time. And the pair of them will go. In fact, they're going to run 4 people here. Some teams just can't multitask. Well, Jupe's just been told you don't go anywhere near the objective. He's the one that's not with them. Out they go. Easy, easy. Yes! East radar part secure. I'm going to reveal a bias, and I'm going to say I hope pstarZ win so that we can get on with the rest of the tournament and the rest of our lives. Easy. Out they go. Easy. Time will. Here we go. Objective picked up from Modus. Going over towards East, taking a lot of damage. Will he make it away? He's not really interested in waiting regardless. He does get himself that one more health pack in, and his health is...
Medic. 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 Dynamite planted. Dynamite planted. Firing for effect. Medic. Need a medic. 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 Objective taken. Objective taken. Medic. Objective taken. Objective taken. Objective taken. Objective secure.
charging up, and he's waiting, going over towards east, taking versus Rocket by these two teams. Here we go. Objective picked up from Modus.
Dynamite planted. Objective taken. Objective secure. Firing for effect. Objective taken.
Going over towards east, taking a lot of damage. Will he make it away? He's not really interested in waiting regardless. He does get himself that one more health pack in, and his health is charging up, and he will make his way over towards the command post. Waiting on reinforcements. Let's just hope it's not Dupe that has to come with him. Ah, good, he gets higher this time. And the pair of them will go. In fact, they're going to run 4 people here. Some teams just can't multitask. Well, Dupe's just been told you don't go anywhere near the objective. He's the one that's not with them. Out they go. Easy, easy. Yes! East radar pot secure. I'm going to reveal a bias, and I'm going to say I hope pstarZ win so that we can get on with the rest of the tournament and the rest of our lives. The Lost Soldiers team down here are not happy about it either. No? Agu? That was close. Agu, sorry. Not Lost Soldiers. They're from the same country. It is yours, Bulldog. 4:20 left to go. Here we go. 4:10. pstarZ are up and away. ZMK and Phylus make their way with frags. pstarZ looking to make their way from east. I figure if we pretend this is exciting, pstarZ will rise to the occasion. ZMK gets himself one. ZMK is waiting to backfrag anyone coming down towards side, but he won't be able to do it. nOu don't look like they're in any danger at all at west. In fact, I've been scanning around for anyone who's got close to it and not found it. nOu is looking over towards the fake radar. 3:33 to go. Here we go. Ahir is in on the action. Zach, ZMK, all in on the fragging. pstarZ finally pick up 2 frags in a row. It's the first time we've seen that in a while. Here we go. Bull and Modus will make their way up towards the bridge, firing over towards it with very little there. You're live from the Crossfire Intel Challenge 7 from the Wizard Gaming Centre here in Enschede, in association with Blockbuster.co.uk, as well as PCs provided by the great guys over at DreamHack.se. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Someone's near the pot. Come on, come on. Can Bull deliver for his fans? No. And neither did his support fire actually do any damage to anyone. ATI and Modus, though, do get themselves 2 frags. Excuse me. As, things just aren't happening. You know, there were rumors before this tournament that pstarZ were thinking of picking up Ronner for it, and, you know, he would have made the difference in this team. But here we go. Bull may be able to do it. 33 points of health, 22 points of health. Thinking about the objective. Nope. Not going to get there. ATI is downed. Bull support fire again hits nothing. I'm going to see if I can find Bull. No, they're all dead for a good 5 seconds or so. His support fires have done... He's got 2 frags with his support fires. No, 1 frag out of 2. No, he's not got any kills with his support fires. There we go. I'll learn how to read. He's... I don't know why he's running as field ops at the moment. Would be the stat that I was looking for. And he backed it up by the fact he does not have a single frag to his name. But he's still moving. That's an advantage. 120 left to go. I'm really, really sorry, but I think we're going to a 4th map as pstarZ are just shocking on attack. So are nOu. There is nothing good happening at the moment. And ZMK will make his way forward. ATI is looking to make his way up towards those objectives now. Here we go, ATI thinking to get into those objectives, but it's failing. Nope. 30 seconds left to go. Come on, move it. Come on, pstarZ. End the madness. End the madness. ATI, can he do it? Do it for your now millions of fans, ATI. He's making his way down. He's away. Oh, yes. ATI might just do this for pstarZ. No, nOu! No!
Objective taken. Objective secure.
Cianza, can you log on and ban nOu from Crossfire? No, don't. You'll ban the whole IP. Well, look at those stats. Fireless 33, ZMK 27, nOu 1 for 39. And that 1 was the one that counted. pstarZ pick it up. ATI 40 frags. Jupe and Bull were the quiet ones. Ladies and gentlemen, any ET teams who have not had their pictures taken, you have to come and get it done over by Baggies here. Have you guys had your pictures taken? Over here by Baggies? That's a good point. Now there's a needed for both of those games are being occupied by 10 people who just don't want to move. Those 10 people are Zach, Letu, Fireless, ZMK, nOu, Modus, Jupe, ATI, Haya, and Bull. nOu has ruined everything on radar by actually saving the map, but pstarZ look like their offense here on Supply Depot is actually capable. They've picked the first and soon to be the second stage up in just a couple of minutes. And the second, but the computers needed for both of those games are being occupied by 10 people who just don't want to move. Those 10 people are Zach, Letu, Fireless, ZMK, nOu, Modus, Jupe, ATI, Haya, and Bull. nOu has ruined everything on radar by actually saving the map, but pstarZ look like their offense here on Supply Depot is actually capable. They've picked the first and soon to be the second stage up in just a couple of minutes. And, well, things are looking good. Even Ron is yawning, and that's upsetting. As ATI is going to go for it. Toss a dynamite down on the East Depot.
Dynamite planted. Dynamite planted. Dynamite planted. Dynamite planted. Need a medic. Need a medic. Need a medic. Dynamite
Wall.
planted.
That's up. And soon to be the second stage up in just a couple of minutes. And well, things are looking good. Even Ron is yawning, and that's upsetting. As ATI is going to go for it and toss the dynamite down on the East Depot wall. Oh, lovely from Bull. Goes for the team kill revive, only to eat a grenade himself. As Phylus is going to pick himself up an MP40. Few are just joining us. The score is 3-3. Has versus Yo-Yo Tech and Digitus versus to make odds even when they come up. But unfortunately, the computers needed for both of those games are being occupied by 10 people who just don't want to move. Those 10 people are Zach, Letu, Phylus, ZMK, Nonix, Modus, Jupe, ATI, Haya, and Bull. Nonix has ruined everything on radar by actually saving the map, but pstarZ look like their offense here on Supply Depot is actually capable. They've picked the first and soon to be the second stage up in just a couple of minutes. And well, things are looking good. Even Ron is yawning, and that's upsetting. As ATI is going to go for it and toss the dynamite down on the East Depot wall. Oh, lovely from Bull. Goes for the team kill revive, only to eat a grenade himself. As Phylus is going to pick himself up an MP40. Few are just joining us. The score is 3-3. You've missed nothing. Dynamite defused on the East Depot wall. Letu will make his way forward now as it is going to be Haya to push in. Truck is moving down the hill as Modus gets his way forward. ATI is going to try to get East down, but for some reason, nOu have prioritized East as a must-defend point. Letu will make his way through now, and Bull will try to move that truck forward. Bull has had a difficult time in this game. He's going to get himself killed by Nonix there. Almost got nades are flying over left, right, and center as Zach's going to try and nade the dynamite planter. Doesn't quite get it. And dynamite is finally planted on the East Depot wall at the third time of asking. 10 minutes to go. pstarZ have got the first two stages, but are now being slowed down here up top. Lovely rifle to take out Modus there from ATI. Here we go. Zach's going to go forward. Letu gets himself 2 frags on the entry. Phylus joins him. ZMK is going to try and get himself in on the action, but doesn't. Now it will be depot side wall breached. As Bull will revive ATI. And the 5 of them will go in through main. Surely they can do this now. 5 players pushing forward. Going to get that truck in, and will they go for the objective? It's 5 on 5 in the spawn. ATI's rifle net gets himself one before he's dropped. Now the focus moves to the battle around the back, and well, someone's doing something construction-y, and it's ATI, and he's activated the crane, and pstarZ have learnt how to attack. Hallelujah. pstarZ have got the first 2 stages, but are now being slowed down here up top. Lovely rifle to take out Modus there from ATI. I think we're live for map 4 of this amazing encounter between pstarZ and nOu. Fortunately, I can tell you that we are going to get past the first stage, at least on this map, as pstarZ are gone. We will be bringing you a mixture of Rocket versus Yo-Yo Tech and Digitus versus To Make Odds Even when they come up, but unfortunately the computers needed for both of those games are being occupied by 10 people who just don't want to move. Those 10 people are Zach, Letu, Phylus, ZMK, nOu, Modus, Jupe, ATI, Haya, and Bull. nOu has ruined everything on radar by actually saving the map, but pstarZ look like their offense here on Supply Depot is actually capable. They picked the first and soon to be the second stage up in just a couple of minutes. And, well, things are looking good. Even Ron is yawning, and that's upsetting. As ATI is going to go for it. And toss.
Dynamite planted.
Dynamite down on the East Depot wall. Oh, lovely from Bull. Goes for the team kill revive, only to eat a grenade himself. As Phylus is going to pick himself up an MP40. Few are just joining us. Score is 3-3. You've missed nothing. Dynamite defused on the East Depot wall. Letu will make his way forward now as it is going to be higher to push in. Truck is moving down the hill as Modus gets his way forward. ATI is going to try to get East down, but for some reason nOu have prioritized East as a must-defend point. Letu will make his way through now, and Bull will try to move that truck forward. Bull has had a difficult time in this game. He's going to get himself killed by nOu there. Almost got himself the frag onto one of those two, but didn't. Nades are flying over left, right, and center as Zach's going to try and nade the Dynamite planter. Doesn't quite get it, and Dynamite is finally planted on the East Depot wall at the third time of asking. 10 minutes to go. pstarZ have got the first two stages, but are now being slowed down here up top. Lovely rifle to take out Modus there from ATI. Here we go. Zach's going to go forward. Letu gets himself two frags on the entry. Phylus joins him. ZNK is going to try and get himself in on the action, but doesn't. Now it will be Depot side wall breached. As Bull will revive ATI. And the five of them will go in through main. Surely they can do this now. 5 players pushing forward. Going to get that truck in, and will they go for the objective? It's 5-on-5 in the spawn. ATI's rifle net gets himself one before he's dropped. Now the focus moves to the battle around the back, and well, someone's doing something construction-y, and it's ATI, and he's activated the crane, and pstarZ have learnt how to attack. Hallelujah. You know, I always say, if there's anyone you can trust, it's a pstarZ. And, well, it looks like, finally, they're getting it. The truck is moving. We'll be back in about 5 minutes as we resolve one other admin issue. Ronna's going to sit and cast for 5 minutes whilst I go and solve that one.
Firing for effect. Firing for effect.
we're back, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell you that now, in half an hour exactly, Dignitas versus To Make Odds Even will start, or someone will be getting a mouthful from me. That sounded wrong. Someone will be getting an earful from me, as we are ready to start this one up. Time is set, and we are going to have a winner or a loser inside 8 minutes. Here we go. ZMK is ready to rock. pstarZ are going to go. ZMK is trying to make his way up the stairwell and can't. Letu gets himself a Thompson frag in the mix though, as Dupe picks himself up one. Now Higher and Dupe will pick up an MP40 frag each. Now it's going to be the pair of them making their way up the stairs. So, here we go with Higher. Mies, why aren't you setting up? Your teammates are set. Oh no, you're not in Yo-Yo Tech. Never mind. Mies isn't setting up because he's not in Yo-Yo Tech, and that's what I thought he was. Higher and ATI pick up the frags as pstarZ are away. They are. They've held on for the first push here on their defense, or the first minute of the push on their defense, and with an 8-minute time, they'll need to be holding on for 2 or 3 minutes before it starts getting nigh on impossible for them to lose this one. Here we go. 6:40 left to go. Lotus is going to go for it. Zach gets himself dropped. Higher is pushing down now as he runs through with his Luger and takes names. Only 2 of them though. As he was just short of finishing off the job. ATI's rifle does take down nOu though. Bull will pick himself up an MP40 frag in. Now Fireless fires over. Shoop gets himself one. Done. Zach is going to get in on the action as well. Letu goes through. Modus picks up a frag. And now ATI and Dupe both down. New players, and nOu are going nowhere fast, and this game is close to over. With just 5:50 left to go, 5 minutes of playing time left to go. Looks like pstarZ are going to win this one. As they make their way to just try and hold on for just a few more minutes. If they get to, we'll call it at 4. We'll save our voices for the next one. We've been promised that there are 2 thrillers in the midst. The 2 winner bracket semi-finals are coming up next. As we have 5 left. 5:15 on the ball. Here we go. Fireless picks himself up the nade. ZMK's in as well. Bull does landmine out 1, and Jala's self-kill. nOu is gone as he tries to make his way forward. This next attack is gone before it even began. 4:50 on the clock. Here comes Dupe's grenade. Down that stairwell is going to cause more trouble than he thought. As Bull finally gets himself the frag onto Fireless. And ATI will landmine up with the help of Bull. And there are 4 minutes left to go. As Zach makes his way through to the bottom entrance, Modus is there. As they will push forward with nOu dropping down. Zach's going to go for it. And, it will be Bull getting himself picked off. Grenade comes through, artillery and double grenade will finish it off. And well, that's going to be that. We're going to call this one at pstarZ beating nOu. And this game is all but over. Setting up now for next DT games of the 2 winner bracket semi-finals. Dignitas are already setting up, and their opponents To Make Odds Even are already set up. There is a bet on the cards, just so you're aware. Mies is 100% convinced that To Make Odds Even will pick up a map against Dignitas, if not more, and they could win. The words from Mies were, I've seen them beat Dignitas at least 6 times or something of that nature. Even Knight was a little afraid of what the Poles could do. He has a bet with Baggies that if even they pick up a map, the other one has to buy a beer. So that's the side story to it. But this game is over, and I'm happy about that. We'll be back with either of the 2 winner brackets semi-finals. It looks like it'll be Dignitas first, then Rocket versus Yo-Yo Tech. We will return. You're on Quad B. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Crossfire Intel Challenge 7 live from the Wizard Gaming Center in Enschede, akin to the theatre of dreams for any a proud gamer. At least that's what they'd have the young ones believe. Toxic said when he was a young kid that if he could play anywhere, it would be in Enschede. He's traveled all the way from Malta via Bournemouth to be here, and that's why we've casted quite a lot of him in this tournament. So,